Hi, today we'll be working on the slotted wedge drawing. We need to draw front, top, right side views of this object and leave 1 inch space between the views. In front view, we have width and height. So width is 4, height is 2. Right side view, we have depth and height. Depth is 2.5, height is 2. And in top view, we have width and depth. Width is 4, depth is 2.5. For the dimensions that are in fractional form, we're going to type in decimal. For instance, 2.5, 2.5, 5/8, 0.625, 3/4, 0.75. Let's go to AutoCAD. Here we are given two construction lines and we're going to use them to offset for width, height, and leave space between the views 1 inch to create the frames of front, top, right side views. We need to select the object layer because objects should be drawn on the object layer. Also, we need to turn on the ortho mode F8 so we can draw straight, horizontal, and vertical lines. The ortho mode limits the cursor movement in vertical and horizontal directions. We also need to turn on the object snap so we can snap to the exact points, for instance to endpoint, midpoint, quadrant, etc. And right click on object snap, select settings. Make sure the options that I have checked are selected. So endpoint, midpoint, center, node, quadrant, intersection. Extension, we may not use the extension for this drawing, but we do need perpendicular and tangent options. Okay. Also, we're going to turn on the object snap tracking mode F11 so we can track the object snap points. Alright, we're ready to start. So one more time, width is 4, height is 2, and we want to leave space between the views 1 inch. So offset, we're going to start with the offset command, and I have my command line here on top of the drawing so we can follow the commands and the steps right here. So O, enter, specify offset distance 4, enter, select the vertical line, click on the right side, and that's the width. We're going to offset 2, so O, enter, 2, enter, select this line, click here, and that's the height. Then we're going to offset 1, so just right click or hit enter to repeat the last command, the offset command, and type in 1. So select this line, click here, select this line, click here, 1 inch space between the views. And now we need to offset the depth, which is 2.5. So right click and then 2.5, enter, select, click, select, click. We're going to draw a line, and that's the miter line from this point to this point. In case we need to project points from top view to right side view or from right side view to top view, we have the miter line ready. And at this point, I would type in TR, hit enter twice to trim off some of the lines that are not needed. For instance, we don't need these lines anymore. To keep the drawing clean. Alright, also I would select the frames and change the layer to the object layer. So select all of them and then change the construction layer to the object layer. Hit the escape key. We're going to start drawing the views starting with right side view because here we have a normal surface that shows true size. so we can take measurement from normal surfaces. From here to here is 5/8, from here to here 5/8. So if we offset these lines and then connect this point to this point, we can find this point. Also from here to here is 5/8, so we have 3 times 5/8 here, here, and here, from here to here. So back to AutoCAD, offset 0.625, enter. We're gonna offset this line here, this line here, and this line here. Then we can draw a line from this point to this point. Okay, we don't need these lines anymore, these two, so we can delete them. Then we can trim, so TR, hit enter twice and trim these 3 at once. We're almost done with right side view. Back to the handout. Here we have a hidden line, so this line is hidden behind the surface, and we can see that if we go 0.75 down from this point, we'll find the correct location for this line. So this line is hidden behind the surface in right side view. So AutoCAD, and then offset 0.75, enter, select this line, click here, and then extend it, maybe select past the line, click on the blue grip, go back to intersection, and at the same time change the layer to hidden, hit the escape key, and be done with right side view. Let's look at the handout. Now we're gonna work on the front view. So here we have 1, and we know the width is 4. We have 1, 1, so this slot must be 2, and then we have to go down 0.75. So let's draw the top part. Okay, so line, enter. We can draw a line on top of the existing lines with the same layer. So 1, and then we go down 0.75, we go right 2, we go up, snap to perpendicular, trim off, TR, hit enter twice. So the top part is done. Then the bottom part, from here to here is 5/8, and we know from the right corner to this point we have 0.75, and from left corner to this point 0.75. So we can offset 0.75, enter, from here to here and from here to here. Also, we can draw a line from this point to this point. Okay, and here at the bottom we actually have 0.625, right? That aligns with this point. So next we can draw a line from this intersection to this point, and from this intersection to this point, and just erase the lines that are not needed. We can delete, so delete this line, and actually what we can do, click on this blue grip and then click on this point, and then we can trim. So TR, hit enter twice to trim these lines. So we're done with front view as well. So let's see, front view here, and then bottom part 5/8, and then we found this point, and constructed the front view. All right, now on the construction layer we're going to draw these lines. We're going to project this point to top view. We're going to project this point to top view because we need them to work on the top view. We're going to leave them for now. Look at the handout. Do the easy parts first, especially when we have normal surfaces. So we start with normal surfaces. Here we have 1 and 5/8. So 1 5/8 and then 1 5/8. Let's do this part. Okay. Then AutoCAD, we can offset 1 from here to here and from here to here. Notice this 1 aligns with this point, right? So we could have drawn construction lines, but we chose offset because offset is faster. Okay, and then offset one more time, 0.625, this line to here, trim. So we don't need these 2 lines for now. The top part is finished. We're done with these 2 parts. Okay, now in top view we need to know this point and this point. So the 2 construction lines we have drawn are those 2 points. Those 2 points. Now we need to find this point so we can connect this point to this point. Also, in top view, we need to find these 2 points. So in right side view, we have found the points using the hidden line. If we project the hidden line from right side view to top view, we'll find these points. Okay, let's do that. Then we can draw a line, project the slot to here, just past the line, and then draw another line from here to here. Let's draw one more line here, past the middle line, enter to repeat the line command, and project this point to top view. Now what we can do is maybe select the object layer and draw a line from here to here, and draw a line from here to here, right? We've found this point and this point in top view, and we have drawn a line connecting these points. Now we'll be working on this part. So we have projected this point up, right? All we need is select this line, extend it, select this line, extend it, and erase these lines and draw an object line from here to here. Trim, TR, hit enter twice, and erase the construction lines and be done. So we're done. Top view, front view, right side view. We have 2 options. We can either erase all of these lines, we can select them and delete them, or I'm gonna undo, or we can just turn off the construction layer. I normally turn off the construction layer in case I need them. I can turn them back on. So, and then we can erase the middle line, no longer needed. Set the 0 layer current. It's a good practice to set the 0 layer current when we are done with drawing. And we're done in model space, so we're going to switch to layout 1. I'm going to change the model to paper so I can move the drawing a little bit. Okay, so what we need to do is, in model space, make sure the scale is 1:1. If the scale is not 1:1, unlock it, so unlock, and here zoom extends to center the drawing. You can type in Z, enter, E, enter, or you can just double click on the middle mouse button for zoom extends. So right now I think my mouse is not working, so it is. So zoom extends and then scale 1 to 1. Once we select the correct scale, we can lock the viewport scale, so when we zoom in, zoom out, the scale doesn't change. In order to edit the title block, we have to be in paper space. So we can switch to model when we want to modify the drawing, switch to paper when we want to edit the title block. Another method to switch to model space is double click inside of the viewport to activate it. You see how this tab automatically changed to model. And when we want to go to paper space, we can double click outside of the border on the gray area to switch to paper. Then last step is to use the ATE command. Select the title block. Please enter your name here, class ID, class time, today's date. The scale of this drawing is 1 to 1, actually not NTS. NTS stands for not to scale. Okay, so please save it in your student folder and submit it to Blackboard. I hope it helps.